Hey, hi, I welcome you all on this first video of mine on this YouTube channel, wherein I am making up this YouTube channel with a pure intention to guide SSB students who have their upcoming SSBs. So I was just reading out a newspaper or a news article which is quite a bit old for many of you, but it was the news of 24 December 2025. And this news was related to that recently a new vessel called as Samudra Gupta, it is going to get commissioned in Indian Coast Guard. So this is particularly important news from the perspective of defense or the indigenous production or how we as a country are progressing. So what makes this news important is that my intention would be that not to cover what is covered inside this particular article, rather what mistake the SSB aspirants do while they are preparing for their SSB interview. So the first and the foremost thing I want to teach you all is that how not to read a news or a current affairs in a wrong manner. That is, for example, let's pick up this news. So herein they have mentioned about a ship, Samudra Pratap, and they have given certain facts. So yeah, we can memorize or rote learn this particular facts and try to reproduce them in the SSB interview. But why it does not make sense, at least to me, is that if something is not clear, that is if your why is not clear, wait, give me a moment. So that is what I want to convey the message to you is that if the why is not clear to you, then any topic which you are going to learn that you won't be able to retain it for a long time. But the moment you decide to understand why, for example, why Samudra Pratap, why Samudra Pratap news you are going to read is important from your SSB point of view, how it is going to affect India or our defense ecosystem. So if you are clear with this why, then it is a very high chance that you are going to retain this particular news for a long time, and that will come subconsciously in your mind whenever you are there in either in a group discussion or in a lecturette or even sitting in front of an interviewing officer. So if the why is clear, then definitely the news or any topic you are going to learn, be it some technical knowledge also, that you would be able to retain. So with this, let's take this example of Samudra Pratap news, and I have tried to prepare a small presentation for you. If I had been at your place, how I would have approached this particular news. So I would have first of all tried to break down this particular news into different dimensions, why it would be important. So for example, if we go into this article, and what we can see is that it is a first pollution control vessel. Okay, fine, that makes sense, something which is for the betterment of our environment. So this sounds really good. Here you can also see it has 60% indigenous content, and if we go by the definition of indigenous production, anything which has parts, anything that is produced, at least 50% of the parts are produced in our country, then it is claimed to be an indigenous product. So this qualifies it as an indigenous product. And similarly, there are many more facts. But let's first of all jump to this presentation. I have tried to cover why this news is important. Instead of learning those facts, take a look at this. So first of all, let's look at from the economic perspective. What problem we are facing is that if we did not have manufactured this ship, then what was at stake? Let's learn that. If you can see here is that from economic perspective, our seafood exports, seafood exports are worth 60,500 crore. That is way too much. Now that is directly linked to the clean seas. Yes, now we have a marine fish production of around 45 lakh tons. So you can understand the scale of importance of this blue economy, as in the economy which is associated with marine or fish related production and other things. Now it is preventive economic infrastructure. Yeah, so this is economic perspective. Now definitely here there is environment around the coastal regions, like mangroves are there, the coral reefs are there, they might also get damaged if there is oil spill. Now comes up the third point is that around 28 million peoples are associated with this marine ecosystem. So you can just imagine, if there is oil spill, then how many people are going to get impacted. Similarly, there are two more reasons. So after learning these facts, your why would be clear. Why we have built the ship. Now, sorry for the interruption. So now you can see that this why is clear. By the way, in the last of this video, I'll try to tell you that from where I have gathered these whys. You can also follow that similar pattern, but for it you need to continue to till the end of this video, right? So now we are clear that why we have manufactured this ship. That is that around 60, our marine ecosystem or our seafood export is worth of 60,500 crore of valuation. Then it causes coastal ecosystem damage. That is, you can see here is before oil spill how our ecosystem looked, and after oil spill how it looked. Like the image makes everything clear. Now, and after that, around 28 million people are dependent on this marine ecosystem for their livelihood. Now, how the ship is going to solve the problem, it is all upon your curiosity. You can learn it. You can learn it by searching it, how it is going to affect it. And at last of the video, I'll go and refer to you from where I got all these facts, and you can also do the same. So this is how, what my emphasis is to you all is ki make your why strong, that why our Indian Coast Guard are going to adopt this particular ship called as Samudra. And the moment you have these reasons that it is going to give us, it is going to affect, if there is oil spill, then it is going, if there is a sea pollution, it is going to affect our economy, our environment, our social impact is also a huge there. Then how international relations are also get affected by such oil spills. As in, India has a very central space in Indian Ocean region. So if we don't act as a responsible nation, then repercussions would be there. Then our neighboring nations would also take us casually, right? So we as a central nation, we need to take that responsibility of keeping our oceans clean. Then science and technology behind it. It is all upon your curiosity. If you want, you can read this also. So now you got an idea that after having our why clear, now if someone asks you that how India's economy or how we are making our economy better, then you won't just spit out facts in your SSB. You'll go and tell them that we have economy, we have a marine economy, that is we export around 60,500 crore of seafood, but it really gets impacted when due to sea pollution. And to tackle that, we are coming up with such in-house innovations with indigenous productions like Samudra Pratap, and that really brings in two values of yours. That is, you are aware about your economy, and second thing is that you are able to correlate your economy with defense. So how Ministry of Defense is putting up or taking up some initiatives to ensure the safety of our economy, safety of our environment, safety for our social beings, safety for our international relations. So this gives you an edge over other students. So this is how I used to read newspaper, or I used to bring in various different facts related to a particular news, or understand basic why behind a news, then going on to read about that news. Because I just want to tell you that knowing a news is not a big thing, but understanding why that news is important, it will take you very far, and you would be able to retain things. And that is important, that you go on to learn so many things, but on the day of the SSB you are not able to produce the facts. And even if you are able to produce those facts in group discussion or a lecturette, your articulation is not good. And articulation is not something that you need to be fluent in English. Rather, it comes with your reasoning, and your reasoning is strong when your why is strong. Understood? So make your why strong before reading any newspaper or before reading any news article. Then your command over current affairs would be very much strong, and that will definitely give you an edge. And at last, as I promised you, I'd be telling you from where I got these whys. So after doing search about this, I got this news from PIB, and I was doing a little bit of search on over here, internet, and I got across this website of Better India. Samudra Pratap, Better India. So you can also do similar research on your end, and you can learn up things. This is really a good platform if you want to learn various different things, like how people are making impact in our society. Then you can definitely visit this website. This is not something which is this is not a sort of a paid promotion or something like that, but yeah, this is something that has really helped me out. That's why I am bringing this up. So you can see all these are the different subheadings which they have covered, that why this particular ship is important from our various different dimensions of our country, that is like economics, environment, social, international, and all, so on and so forth. So you can go through this article if you want in detail about why this ship is important. So I hope so that if you were able to listen to me till this point of this video, then that really reflects that you are very much serious about being into the coveted uniforms, be it olive green or be it in blues of Indian Air Force or whites of Indian Navy. And if you also want to learn more such news, or if you want to be in touch with me, you can just comment down in the comment section below that you want more such videos. Just like Samudra Pratap, I'd be coming up with more such recent news, so that you can also learn like how you can approach a news. I don't want you to follow me, rather I want you to adopt the right methodology. I have also learned it from someone else. So I just want you to learn from me that how I used to learn the methodology, not the facts. So if you are able to adopt to a methodology, then you can also create your own style of learning. So that's it from my side. If you are interested in more such videos, just comment down in the comment section below, because that really helps me, because this is not something which I am doing full time, rather it's my side hustle or my passion to teach students. So if I see a positive response on this video, I'd be coming up with more such videos. And last, I would just like to say that I am looking for 10 serious aspirants who are very much serious about their defense journey, and I'd be voluntarily, without any monetary compensation, would be ready to help them out. I have 4 to 5 students whom I am guiding, so I can make you part of that group. So just DM me or put your name in, or just say interested in the comment section below. I'll help you out. So thank you for staying with me. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.